What? Aye, all right. That was all right.
Yeah.
That was all right.
Yeah.
That was good.
All right.
Doctor Who Flux, episode 1. Chibnall, you've bowled me over. I'm mildly interested. I mean, it's quite something. And also, how great was that to see the Sontarans back? The war! That was really good. No, the whole thing was, I actually was engaged in what was going on, and I am very intrigued to see what happens next. Which is something I haven't said about Doctor Who for quite a long time, so that's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I like Dan. I like the Weeping Angels. I thought the effects of the flux and stuff were quite cool. And I liked seeing a couple more character moments with Yaz and the Doctor, which I feel is maybe something we've been lacking a little bit. And yeah, what it was? Did I say the Weeping Angel? That it's nice to see the Weeping Angel.
Yeah, well, it kind of worked actually. They did it really well because actually that woman Claire moving around in her space to try and avoid the Weeping Angel by like sort of trying to put the key in whilst looking around and then dropping the key and having to find it. It's like she's it's Halloween. She's just exploring the space around her, which I think is quite a sort of nice way of approaching the whole Weeping Angel thing, which is something new being done with the original idea of the Weeping Angel, which I think is very nice. And Carvanista was funny.
Yeah, I loved the dog. I'm never going to call him by his actual, species name or anything.
Rude.
And I liked Dan's interaction with him.
It's me, Bungle! I think that's quite accurate. He does look like Bungle.
I like when Dan sort of stroked him and prodded his nose and everything. Yeah. Was there anything you didn't like? Yes, no, sorry. I was about to say, my God, for the first time in the whole Chibnall, there was nothing I don't like. That's a lie. But like the opening scene. The opening scene was
No,
pish.
the opening scene was pish. Just like, immediately when it opened, I was just like, well, actually, a few people I know were saying on Facebook that they couldn't really hear the dialogue properly. And I agree, the dialogue was weird. I had to turn it up quite a bit.
I could hear, it was just like so much exposition.
I could hear it, but I was just like, oh, God, here we go again. I was so excited about this. Here we are, back to clunky dialogue, unengaging Doctor, Yaz spouting random exposition in an unengaging way. And, it just didn't really, work. Then after the credits, suddenly they were back to...
I actually think they should have cut that whole opening scene and just gone into it because it didn't actually add anything, I don't think. Well, I mean, maybe it did. If I rewatch it,
I think it's a nice opener. Also, I'd rather have a shit start and then actually find it goes up from there.
Oh, yeah.
Santaran was really nice.
Yeah.
I see that other Santaran there was Dan Starkey. That was damn good.
Yeah.
That felt really nice and authentic, like old Santarans. And I'm really intrigued by that Claire woman. I'm really intrigued by the swarm thing. Because actually, I thought it looked really shit when I first saw it. But actually, when the swarm thing absorbed that soldier and like sort of got younger and was like... it was actually a bit like... Well, that's kind of quite spooky and I like it.
I think those villains look great.
Yeah, they do. I'm going to wrap up now because I think for about 4 minutes is more than anyone wants. So I think that, and also Robert's cooking his dinner. I think actually for the first time in a very long time, that was it was quite a good episode of Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it 8 out of 10, but revise that down to 4 out of 10 if the conclusion is rubbish.
I would actually agree with that, although I would leave some flexibility about how good or bad it becomes based on the future payoff.
It's still
quite it's an 8 out of 10.
A good beginning.
Yes.
And it's good night from him. It's good night from him.
It's good night from that one.
Aye.